Welcome to Factorio Modded. This is Space X.6. We are 73 hours in, trying to research space elevator. I'm trying to unlock it. My red chip was a bit sad, so I've added some slices of copper ingots onto my belt here, and it looks like it's working. I didn't think it'd work, but it seems to be working. So the idea behind this is to stop using this stuff here, which is from the core mining. They're also going to replace this as well. The setup here was kind of good. Didn't quite. I mean, it kind of fits. So I could just put it in there. And I might as well do that right now, actually. So I think the water pipe's the only thing that was in the way. Otherwise, we can just bam it in there. We're gonna
Hello there.
Oh, hey Veldak. How's it going? Is it morning meeting time? Or you escaped the daily meeting? The meeting. I need some more pipes. Get this hooked up. Oh, I got beacon problems. What is that? No, it's all but okay. Last work Monday of this year for me. Oh wow, that's awesome. Congrats. Wish I could say the same. Okay, I can't actually do this like I thought I could. The beacon doesn't tile. I think I have to move the beacon to be on the right hand side, or below. Below won't fit because we got pipes and shit. That's unfortunate. Oh, that ore belt's a bit funky too. We don't need it the way it is. That should work. It should just do its thing. I'm just going to remove this. Like one tile up. That won't work. Okay, one tile up. One tile to the right would work as well, but then these won't output. They could output the right inside and tunnel through. It could be an underground belt. Let me put this on this side. And then we can move this. Make it nice and cozy. Yeah, that works. There's a bit of print, and then I can keep these in a better place. Okay, that's good. Oh, I need undergrounds. I think you can output onto a building thing, but it doesn't really matter too much. I'm working till the 31st of December. I think I finished at 3 PM that day. But I work in a low paid job. I don't work in IT. I used to work in IT when I was younger, but I decided I wanted a social job. They don't pay so well. That's alright. I still get to play plenty of Factorio. I did the math for 2.2k SPM with not SC 0.5, and it's not that crazy. At least not from perspective of machines count. Mostly 2 to 10 machines in orbit, but they have inefficiency modules and the rest are speed modules. But there are a few exceptions in belt count looks scary. 10 to 12 Naquium plate belts? Oh my god. You're gonna need some crazy Naquium fields for that, man. Hope you got arc links. If you don't have arc links, that's gonna be a real struggle. What's this speed at anyway? This makes 85 and this eats 72, so it's kind of a bit inefficient. I think high mining productivity will help. Yeah, mining productivity is pretty boss. Let's try to copy this again. Another pipe's in the way, that's fine. Oh yeah, it's let's go here actually. Oh, I can't. Oh, no. Shit. How do I get this through? I need to give it vulcanite, but the power plant's in the way. I could dig into the power plant, I guess. This is an old power plant. We don't need all of it. There we go. Done. Cool. That should work. And then these all kind of... Well, it's not fully fixed up, is it? We're going to fix this up too. Afternoon, JP. How's it going? You having a good day? Good morning? Did you achieve what you wanted to achieve? Hang on, what's going on here? This looks funky. We must have an underground here, but it doesn't have any more. I'll make a great base, but with full fail on arcosphere speed. I plan to launch 1,000 rockets at each asteroid field. 1,000? Oh boy. I'd recommend launching no more than 10 per field until we've done that. That's enough of a base. You should have 500 arcospheres doing that. If you want to go more than 500 arcospheres, then yeah, go for your 1,000. Yeah, these should be okay. Well, we've got side loads. We don't need these side ones. We can get rid of these belts. Well, we can leave them there. Yeah, we'll stay in there. There's no harm. Going good, thank you. Well, that's good to hear. Well, you can do the first field, you can do like 100 launches and it's fine because you get so much of the background radiation fields. But the decay curve, once you run out of them, and the local is awful. Inverse square law. So, literally like, you know, power law more rockets to get the extra resources. Oh wow, it's launching. There we go, that's my new thing. Somehow it's got red chips on board. Got some, but not many. Yeah, it goes down fast. I mean, it's not hard to actually send, I mean, you can send one spaceship down different fields. If you actually do a counter, now, if you're real, I know you're quite technical, so if you do a counter, you can count how many arcos collected per field and just build a logic circuit for that. And then put that hooked up to a satellite. And so then you can actually do some automated logic on sending your spaceship to the field with the least collected arcos. After you've done the initial, 100 or so on the first one, because then it should be quite easy to calculate. Well, at least estimate, and you can always do a manual override, I guess. We did it to the counter system, so you just put a constant combinator with the arcos collected so far. Then you got a base case of how many more launches per arco, because it's fully mathable. Not it's not an unknown. It's very much a non-constant. This is going quite well. I think our orbit is no. We turn that one off. Yeah, it's okay. So we got no astro science. This kind of sucks. Hey, I'm this guy. How's it going? Having a good day? So far I launched 5 from 30 places. Oh wow, you did even less than I thought. I thought 10 from each place would be ideal. I did an Arco ship though in the end, using the Arco link, so all the Arcospheres directly go straight back to my nauvis orbit once the Arcos are collected. There's no travel time, it just sends it back straight away. And that costs 20 Arcospheres to set up, but it's the first thing you want to do with an Arco link chest. Let's get that going. Yeah, starting to feel better. Got my second booster and it took me out hard. Ooh, that sounds rough. On the repair train. Why is Astro dead? No blank data cards. Oh, I thought I was making them. No red chips. Okay, red chips is actually an actual problem. I got 64 red chips. 17,000 rough data storage cards. So I gotta add this. I did this math and it says I should per hour have 10,800 red chips. So I basically need this rocket to start doing that. I mean, I've got requests coming in for the red chips, but it's not part of its main objective. I haven't made it a checklist here yet. I was going to do if this. Where's red circuits? They're not called red circuits. Oh, advanced circuits. Man, they should be more color based. I'm so color based. I'll probably rename all the items to colors because I can remember it a bit much easier. There's the copper. There's the copper ingot, you know? Copper is copper. Looks like we got too much copper for those ingots makers versus my core mining, so we're actually turning it into probably landfill, I'm guessing, but so got iron ore is too much as well. It's constantly making a landfill here. I'm glad I got this sand business going though, this has helped me out. And these old ones are kind of stopped. I mean, we've got a little bit going here. These here though should get the, oh, they're fine. They probably do need upgrading though to electric furnace. But the red chip and green chip is looking healthy now. We actually got productions back to normal. So we've got no green chips coming in. because, you know, bricks. That's new. What are these guys doing on my base? How'd they get there? What the hell? They just out of range of the laser. Wow. Okay. That's so random. I must have like walked through then around. Oh, we still got one buddy. He's like hidden by a tree. Look at this. Looks like a tree shooting me. Sneaky guy. Let's put two there. We don't really need to worry. Just there's like a edge case. You wouldn't expect this. I guess I'll archery him. This sucks when I lose a tree, you know? Just to deal with this one biter. Hiding behind the tree. The tree biter. Oh, sorry mate. You're annoying. Far out. Alright, so we need to get red shots badly. Hey, beep beep beep. How's it going?
Hello there.
What's happening? Oh, I didn't turn this one off either. Oh no, hang on. No, we're okay. Actually, I don't want this on this. I want this on a different logic. Empty barrel. Is greater than 1,000. I probably should make more of these polished datas ahead of time. But maybe it doesn't matter too much. What matters is getting these going again, which is the problem is data cards. So red chips is hard to suddenly make better when they've been a bit insufficient. So it's basically copper and stone to make green chips, and add oil to make red chips. And that's what you need. So I can easily do it. I just need to buff it up. Now I can buff this factory by just going boom, 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 boom. Just upgrading them all to the latest building. The main problem here is actually not that. I think it's more the production of it, productivity. Yeah, the DC symbols are great. I like on the map. I was going to tell a streamer to, when they do a map marker, add tag. You go into here and go boop, 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 doop, 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 doop. I did that in Elham's game. I thought it was quite cute. I guess technically I could have actually solved solved his puzzle secretly offline and then put the actual final dialing code in. But I haven't done that yet. And he's like, what's those symbols doing on the map? I was like, oh, nothing. But no, I need to actually go to some places to solve it. And I can't really do that with how I'm currently playing. I only get to play like during my lunch break when he's streaming. There's only one more stream of that this year, and then it's next year till it carries on. Chess is described as a conflict between aversion to losing versus aversion to thinking. I'm averse to thinking in Factorio, and you think that will improve my game requires thought. Well, I don't really think much when I'm playing this, besides the logic conditions, and I struggle with them. That's probably why, because I don't really want to think, right? Oh, we've run out of vulcanite block. That's awkward. I'm guessing agneya is fine, but probably not seeing enough. Oh, steel's filled up. That's awesome. We actually managed to backlog and steel. Cool. We got one of these going though. These are missing glass. My glass production here is a bit sad. I think the sand is negative, so we made it more efficient at least. It's just we don't get much sand. We've got all the stone floating around. We could probably do more of it, but are you a Blueprint Max player or no? Well, I got a lot of blueprints. Doesn't mean I use them. I mean, I made all these blueprints. I was trying to do some, I guess, early game blueprints of my own base. So it's like more like this. It's my own design for the current play, but I always kind of do it again when I play. I don't like rely on an existing blueprint as being the best version, because I assume I'm not the best version. I assume I'll do it better next time. Not always the case. I mean, I got some good rocket blueprints I'm not using, but they probably good to use. Rocket silo ones from ECK2. I think they're actually inside the save though. Maybe it's this one here. There's not a bad rocket per se. So I put it here for instance. This is probably one of my better rocket designs. It's basically got a 2 green tick launch condition, and it sets the request based on the constant combinator. So basically it's just checking orbit, it's checking the cargo silo, and it's checking whether it's got enough of a minimum payload. That's it. It's quite a basic setup actually. Just gotta plonk the same thing everywhere. So whatever's missing is the item. So I just put the item in all these slots, and I'll set it all. So I want to start doing vulcanite, which I do want to do. And tell you how much to do. And vulcanite and vulcanite. That's the cargo rocket setup. Oh, it's missing this. Where's these? Oh, that's right. These are K2 insetters. Oh shit. That's gonna be rearranged a little bit. I don't think we need 5 of these either. That's fine. So it's probably gonna be like here and here. And these double layered things won't work where they are. We're gonna redo the design anyway. Probably load from 2 sides. Like that. And then we delete. As a thinking minimalist, I spent a lot of time loading machines by hand in the early game. Yeah, there's a hard cutoff point actually for figuring out when to switch from hand to automating. It does make a huge difference to your long-term productivity. It's probably like this decay cliff. There we go. So this is all coconut blocks. Now I don't want to actually use robots for this because I only got 216. I'd rather use belts. So I probably want a belt from a factory of vulcanite blockers, which we haven't set up yet. I'll turn it off then. Otherwise it's going to waste my bot's time. But this is a good setup. I needed to get this going anyway for other things later on. Now I might keep these things free for fuel. But we can get a nice little print down. That'd be a good idea, because I I can't. I only load the top side here on these ones, but I could load on all 4 sides. You can load here, 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 here. Here's 8 loading locations. My current cliffs are auto rockets, like you just explained. Spidertrons, action bars, and blueprints. And hey, Grizzlord, raid. Welcome, raiders. How's it going? I'm sure you've all seen Grizzlord before, but I'll do a shout out. Grizzlord is quite a cool guy doing his streaming. What's happening, Grizzlord? Hey, Psycho Yank. How's it going? I love those emotes. I was just trying to set up a new generic rocket silo because my my previous one was it stopped working. I think this thing goes to these requesters. Just came off 11 hours. Oh my god. Wow. You must have getting a lot of things done. That's a lot of stuff you must have got done, I reckon. So what'd you get done, Grizzlord? What's the science you're on? How deep into the SpaceX K2 are you? Honestly, I couldn't tell you after around the 7-hour mark it became a blur. Oh my, you're like deep in like, you know, you got that flow thing going on. Gotta love the flow thing. Well, I do anyway. Flow's amazing. I think I did Astro 3, or maybe that was yesterday. I don't even know. Well, that's probably a sign of a good stream, I think. You're so productive that you don't know what you did. Because you're so, you're so into the game, you know? So into the stream in the game. Got the combo down pat. Oh, we're gonna cargo silo to hook up into. Maybe I'm gonna build one of them here. Maybe build a cargo silo. Maybe. I don't know. Somewhere? Yeah, let's head to my generic mall. Goal for tomorrow is material 3 for something. I don't remember why now. So look, material 3. Oh, radar construction pylons. They're very good. And energy beaming is amazing. Shields are amazing. Better supercomputers are amazing. Yeah, you got some good things. The beaming's like, oh wow. Game completely changes when you get the beaming. You end up like changing the entire way you're doing power. You stop doing nuclear little silos and shipping fuel around, and you just go zzz. Here you go. here's your fuel, mate. This is gonna beam it in. And it's all good. Okay, looks like I got everything here, which is kind of strange. We make everything. We'll make it real slowly, but it will make. I'll probably lower the request limit. It's a bit too high. And this should be based on that as well. I'll go drop these numbers down because I don't really have that many bots. And things that sit here are kind of like go to waste. Like there's like dead resources sitting here. But yeah, energy beam is so good. You get like this really cool energy beam designs of your condensed turbines, all those gigawatt ones that yeah, they're pretty good too. I'd say they're amazing. They're really good. Alright, we need a radar. Here we go. Let's build the cargo rocket silo slowly. I don't really need it right now, but I got a little bit distracted. Because I'm trying to get red chips. I guess this might help. But we'll see. So So this planet can make red chips. We have a lot of red chips sitting here. We got 10,000 actually. But I can't like use them because there's no rocket silo here. So I guess if I build the rocket silo, I can send these to nauvis orbit in a rocket, which would be great. So I counted 8 unique values, the negatives and 0. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean 8 unique values? What is this? What is this? Ah, star mapping. What? Do you mean like the puzzle thing? I mean, there are 64 symbols. So, I don't know what 8 unique values are though. What do you mean the groupings of the 3 XYZ coordinates? I guess there's 8 groups of them. One thought I had for that actually, by the way, was finding out what color they are for each of those group of 3 coordinates. Because you can RGB value convert them and see what they turn into color-wise. I thought maybe that would be the rainbow. That was my assumption, because everything in this mod is rainbow basically. It's pretty much 8 primary colors, right? I don't know if it's about Spoilerino. This is more like it's stuff that didn't actually matter for solving it. That was just thoughts I had about that could be based off. So I thought it was based on like how the like white breaks out into 8 colors or 8 primary colors for like light. You put 8 colors together and you get white, whatever. Because like all the stuff like all this stuff here is all like different colors. Kind of adds looks like the spectrum. Same for the resource types and stuff. I thought maybe there's a theme going through. Yeah, I don't think it's related. I thought it might be cool though as a color grouping. Might be easier to map it out as a color. But yeah, I don't think I can even spoil it if I try, because it's really hard to explain. And yeah, you definitely need math programs basically. Alright, I need to get this nauvis red chip going. We're at 4.5k here. Oh, look at that blue chip, 1.9k. We're actually making blue chips. So I went to Holmium blue chips and it seems to be working. I only got 400 in here though. Why is it gone so high? Oh no, but each of these it's asking for 500, so. Wow, 1.9k blue chips. That's actually really good. The only thing we're missing is the heavy girders. Oh, let's just launch this. Let's follow up my science. This is actually getting all the resources, getting blue, it's getting all the goodies. So I don't really make any blue chips until I went to Holmium just before. This recipe is way better. I'm only using prod 2s, but I would like to get a prod 3s. I got 4 prod 3s, so that's not happening. We're gonna. No, we don't. That's right. That's why we take agneya. I was supposed to check out on the vulcanite. Why we got no vulcanite? I think we do. It's just we don't make it fast enough anymore for the consumption rate. This one goes to nauvis, and it's a tertiary, so that's what 25%. Get to this one. We don't really need it right now. It's just like I've already got too much of the way of girders in orbit. Oh, thanks for the follow. Who's the name? He's sticky. How do I say that correctly? Hicky? Hisiki? How's it going anyway? Happy days to you. We've got the beams. Is it beams? What are these things called? The erudite ones. Beamers. Where are they? I always forget which tab it is. Oh, there it is. There. Girders. Girders. That's the one. And coordinates in general use different numbers. Interesting. It just means some math thing will be needed. It was just interpreted it could be a hint to solving it. Well, I'll continue puzzle solving in the future. Work time. Yes, I spent 2 months solving that on and off, and I feel like a real idiot afterwards. But it was a decent puzzle. It was very, very well done. Alright, so we got girders. I got 10,000 girders. That's heaps, man. So we're not short on girders. I can always turn them off. This needs. Where's the girder consumption? 24,000 plates to make. What? Oh wait, that's that one. We're actually looking at this one. 12,000 per hour on the girders. If we made 4,800, but we only need 2,000. Plus we got productivity 2 or 3 or something. In my lab. Yeah, 3s. I want to get more prod 9s though. Maybe I should go rocket over to this other planet rather than do the science. I got efficiency 9. We do have several IRL puzzle games in the Czech Republic organised regularly. It's like geocaching. At each cache you find a puzzle and its solution will lead you to the next cache. Oh god, that sounds addictive. I mean, I'd be absolutely useless at that. Starts at 6 PM and ends at noon the next day. Wow. There's not much time to solve it. Maybe I can just rocket over to somewhere else. I guess rocket and then... Yeah, tell you what, I'm just going to do that. Screw it, I'm just going to go rocket somewhere. I got plenty of capsule parts, I think. I think we got beryl ingots? We don't. What? I thought I sent beryl ingots here. Did I not set that up yet? Oh, we haven't. Oh, that's awkward. I was supposed to send beryl ingots from Tarn. Nauvis. Guess I forgot. Is this even going? Oh, it's water flooded. How'd that happen? I was supposed to get 1k in there. Do we make water from this process? We do, 6,000 made, okay. So we have 1,000 start, but I gotta pump it out into this nuclear reactor. So it's gotta get into this belt line here. That's how I started, but I gotta get before there. Oh wait, that is the start, okay. We'll just pump it here. Oh no, normal pump? Where's my pumps? There. Up in it. It was crazy that 1,000 young people in teams of 5 met at square in the middle of this big city and then just crawled the city with headlamps. Oh wow. That sounds like a lot of people need to do stuff, eh? It sounds like a cool thing though. That sounds like that really cool. I mean, people need an excuse to get out, right? I think this line's full as well. So maybe we'll consume it slowly, I don't know. How nice to get rid of it. We need to delete it though. So if this water greater than 2000, so what I'll do for now is delete that and that, and then flush it and let it carry on. But I need to set up another cannon. So this is going to nauvis orbit, but I need a nauvis one. Especially if we go quite a residential part of the city, locals just sneakily looking out of their homes at 11 PM wondering what the heck is going on. All the kids sitting on a curb, paper and pencils. Oh wow. That sounds awesome. I was thinking about geolocation as games. It seems like a real cool thing, especially with AI now. You can probably AI create puzzles, like you train AI, right? Chat GPT with random puzzles and just spit it out, right? Could be a thing. I mean, you don't need to go that. You can just do it manually. It's fine. But for I mean, I was thinking of doing if you do an AI that even puts the location of the puzzle based on using the map data. Could be a thing too. Alright, we're going to send this to nauvis. Into this one here. Then we go add this to the ingot list. We're collecting all the ingots, you see. The location's fun, just take one photo and try to find where it is. Yeah, I've seen like quite a lot of streams do that as well, and it's pretty cool. That's quite fascinating actually. Can't say I'd walk out and do those things myself because I've got really bad feet. Like really flat feet, so it's really hard for me to walk around. But for the people who do it, it's pretty awesome. Alright, we're not going to be able to... Well, alright, might do a request chest. Oh. Actually, we can just do a request in this. Yeah. Oh, it might steal too much though. I follow a few Twitter accounts who are geolocating and dating videos about Ukraine front lines. Wow, what a mixture. Holy moly. How do I make this more productive as well? It's very inefficient right now. But we can get 100 ingots in the air, be fine, and I'll just steal them. And then we can convert them on nauvis and put them into these chests as new recipes. So I think I'm going to strict feed them. I'm gonna be fine. These is beryl unlockers, whatever. Let me change his recipes. Ago, whatever's. There we go, 8 beryl plate instead. Cool. Alright, that should work. And we'll just put a limit on the input. So... Cool. There we go, we got some limits. The beryl, and then these should produce twice as many cargo sections. Now I would like to upgrade these too. These are Got a prod 3. I don't think they're very effective like that. We need more production. Oh, these got no red chips basically, so that's a bit sad. I only make heaps of red chips, which is easier said than done. I mean, the best way to do it is just convert the stone and copper into green chips in mass. But plenty, I think I get plenty of plastic. I don't think the plastic's a big cost. And look at these. 12 a minute per machine. 150. It's not too bad. So we don't have enough bricks on that belt line. I think the bricks is no better recipe. I think bricks are kind of bricked. When they're made on purpose like that. Yeah, you have to do the initial furnace. So I can prod mod these. I don't do anything else. I could speed them up. Not the best layout either, it's kind of a bit wonky. We can double this up at least. Because these are actually lacking the green chips. This brick's not getting all the way up. It has to get all the way up to here and then beyond for delivery, but the delivery is not so important. That'll do. We're slowly getting a nicer factory. I do import a lot of ingots off-world. So, and looks like they've kind of flooded this with copper ore now. I need a lot more of this sort of setup I've done. It's not even an ideal setup either. This is kind of, it looks like it's a light slightly off. Each of these does 13 per second. Well, those ones do, these 4, but then these 2 don't. They're slower. So ideally we'd put like another one here, a couple of them or something. They might not tile so well. Think about this, they go there. Hang on, that's the red chest. It's supposed to be on the... It's in the blue chest anyway. I think it's supposed to be in the red chest. Then we can get rid of these 2 on the end, I think. What's that making? 91 versus 85, so that's better. And it's kind of a bit more compact too. Kind of wonky. I mean, could I get away with that? Nah, 78. I do need 7. 7 to 2. It's not bad. It's better cut. I can better use that though. This crafts so slowly. Very slow. That's my science. You got heat and impact shielding, so I mean if we solve this blank data card thing, I think we'd be okay. Then we get the asteroid insights. Maybe we've gone to asteroid 2. Make those asteroid insights faster. Might be faster than even doing what I'm doing right now. Asteroid 2 gets a more efficient version of these as well, the multi spectrum. It does cost you these two things instead. Now, microwave data, not a big deal really. But that one does eat asteroid data though. It's quite expensive. But it is more efficient overall, you get more astro insights. My way of just grinding this out instead of space elevator, I don't really want to, but I mean this science is gonna take ages. 2000 of this. I mean, what could I research instead? It's faster. Like if I do this, that's a slower version of what I got, but it's more efficient. I don't really. I'd like the more efficiency, but I don't. I need speed right now. Well, the gravimetrics I can't really use. Got science labs that. Well, it would help if I actually need it. I think I gotta go explore. I need those prod mods. That's probably my best bet right now. So let's hop on board this rocket. And what do I carry on me? I probably need rocket fuel on this thing, right? Need like a couple hundred. Actually, that's probably fine. I don't really need these things on board. There's a chest outside I can dump into. Wait for my bots to build it. Alright, let's dump stuff we don't care about. Oh, do I request them, do I? Oh, I do. Oh, fine. Do I request belts too? Okay. I'll just leave all that behind. We don't need it. What are the cargo sections? I don't think it matters. Alright, let's go to another planet. I'm gonna try to get those. I showed this a while ago. I need to go quickly grab the prod modules and hope I don't die. Get prod mods. I should have done this many hours ago, but my science has been actually kind of going faster than I was going. I don't even know I went to Tarn's one. I've been to Zerbs. I haven't been to Mordiggan, Karura, or I've been to Agneya's though, haven't I? Maybe I haven't. Shit, I don't know, because I don't have it in my pocket, right? I could have forgot it and would have forgotten about it. I mean, there's nothing sitting in this lab to suggest I got it. I would have put it in one of these buildings. Right now, do we have anything here? No. We're gonna finish the on the network, which I just put on the network, so. Oh well. Alright, let's go. I mustn't have gone. I must have gone inside and not bothered saving it. So we're gonna go out to the furthest one, mordiggan. I'm gonna capsule back home. I'm starting to wonder if I can capsule back home from anywhere. Or even another star system. Is that possible? If that's so, then I can actually technically go to every single star system, the first planet, to go grab the module there and then bring it back. Worth a thought. Alright, let's go. Bon voyage. No, I don't know if I can survive this planet. I don't really have. I mean, we've got the Tesla gun. We don't have hit points, you know. Right, that's my crash. Where's the temple? Where's the thing? Archaeology? Where is it? No, you gotta click on the button. There you go. You gotta task it. Strange. Oh, this must be a video world. No, it's oil. Strange. Alright. Um. Damn it. That's a speed mod. Oh, it's a prod mod actually. The prod mod. I can go grab it without No. Gotta wipe them out. A little bit tougher than I mean when I first went here they were not too bad. Ah, I was like on 1 hit point. Was that it? Was that? Oh my god, that was the last spider. Oh, I had the right strategy. I'm gonna try the that sort of thing. I follow a few tour accounts who are geolocating. Oh, I read that before. Did it come back? No, you gotta do it straight away. The thing is, I haven't got my armor on me. I'm supposed to bring armor. If I took it off, I think. Yay. Totally worth it. Five save skims later. Ooh, almost died to slime. Got slime walled. You made it, little engineer. Right, let's get a screenshot of this. Let's say do a screenshot, by the way. You do stand there and zoom in. About there. Mordiggan. Where's my chat? Pyramids. Mordiggan. Cool. Alright, we got the prod mod. That's what I want. So now we just leave the planet. It's kind of easy. What we do is hop on board. And we just go straight back to Nauvis. Now, previously I would have, I could have hopped around, you know. We could have gone to orbit, left this planet here and gone to Cornetto, right? I don't think there's any point to go to this planet though. There's nothing there. I could try to hop all the way to there. If I brought enough fuel with me, but I don't think that's going to be enough. So, technically we can just take that and we lose those, but we lose half of those. I guess technically we'd rather lose half of the belt than one of them. Yeah, and we just go back home. I should have done this like, you know, a while ago, but I didn't have enough spare cargo capsules to do that. Anyway, let's sign off. Now we've got a speed, we've got an efficiency module and a prod module. Now we go next planet. We just gotta let's do a lot more blue chips. My production's very much science only right now. There's no real production. We don't want all that stuff. Let's dump it in here actually. Here we go. Alright, so my request to carry 15. I guess it's a good idea to keep that going. Yeah, it's no harm. Alright, let's see about another rocket which is half built. Now this one can be switched over too actually. How much beryl we got? We're fine on beryl. Let's request the beryl then. Oh, that's sneaky. We can get right in there. Boom. Go straight in with beryl. That's roofs up here. What's it called? Cargo sections. There we go. 20 beryl. Happy days. Now these are already prod 3'd. Oh, they're going real slow, that craft rate. Oh wow. I haven't given them, I'm kind of waiting on area beacons, which I haven't researched. There's no room to put a beacon in here. But a wide area beacon would cover this whole thing really easy, but this craft really slowly then. So we've got 50 capsules. I can't go anywhere for a bit. Kind of waiting on these things. Now these can definitely be sped up a bit better, so we can go speed. Now we got 4700 normal speed ones. Maybe it's time to get some speed 2s, you know? Has red chips though. I've been avoiding that, but probably is worth it, you know? I've kind of don't really have much in the way of speed. Now even that is the back to normal speed crafting now. And what I think I should do here is, are these limited on the, yeah, still red chip limited today. I think this layout is a little bit too... What's going on here? There's no oh, it's not a red chip problem, isn't it? I got an idea. I need to limit this, I need to prioritize a little bit. So this rocket is currently stealing red chips, which is fine. But these should not steal unless the network has got spare. So this is greater than 50, for instance. Now they'll stop to turn around here, but they won't input them. Once they hit the buffer, they'll stop. Very temporary solution. I've got this other rocket's already stealing them anyway. He's also 1.9k, but what I could do is manually steal it myself. Just help it out. Because I'm desperate to go get these prod mods. Put my science out a lot. Oh, they need the ones, they need reds too. Wow, okay. I guess we can upgrade all of them. The speed modules will get done at some point. It seems okay though. Going prod 3s with speed 1s, the speed is exactly 1 to 1.0. Which isn't too bad. I mean, it's better than negative 80%. 80% speed bonus. This gives you minus 8%. Yeah, makes sense. That bounces out then. We get 2 to 1 now, which is great. Actually, I'm carrying a bunch of these. I can just put them inside the rocket. Alright, what's the next planet we're going to? Karura. Now this is actually one I probably want to get long term. Oh, Raiders, Burger and Fries. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's it going, Burger and Fries? How's your stream going? How was your day? Shout out for anyone else who has not tried watching Burger and Fries before. Quite chill. This is Doggo and calm stream. It's going alright. Oh yeah. Had a good time then? Good to hear. But you're a bit tired tonight, I'm guessing? Big weekend? I've come to the conclusion that my UPS problem may have been tied to delivery cannons. Really? Delivery cannons? I would not think that would be causing it. But they could be. I mean, delivery cannons is basically just a wired network between two services. Just checking between it. That's good news. I'm working on trying to decom like 600 of the devil things. Ripped out one moon to replace it with on-site processing. Alright. Had like 200 cannons running. Oh wow. That's a lot of cannons. Now I'm back at 60 UPS. Just from the one planet. Wow, okay. I guess that probably depends on how it's set up. Like, were they all on the same network, or was it multiple different networks for sending the cannons, or how was it? It's had 10 gigawatts of nuclear. Well, the nuclear does use a lot of pumps, pipes. That stuff is quite intensive. And 10 gigawatts is a monstrous power setup. But yeah, if a pump's not got a limit on it, it's constantly drains UPS. 2 different transmitters, okay, so it's not too many transmitters then. No RCUs. What's wrong with RCU production? No red chips. Man, that sucks. Is my blue chip thing eating too much now? I did Prada as well. I guess I could upgrade this as well. It's not impossible task. I mean, you need like 9 gigawatts to run 200 guns. Really? You need that much? Wow. We have a lot of nuclear power, so that may also be a contributor. Every moon has either 5 or 10 gigawatts of nuclear. Oh wow, that's a lot of nuclear. Heaps. These efficiency. I want to upgrade these. Been holding back upgrading. I mean, kind of thinking about budget. They'll do. They'll craft slow, but they'll be efficient. Oh, actually, it's prod 3s. I'll go prod 2s in them. Yeah, I'm back at full speed for the first time in a very long time. Yeah, that's amazing. That's really good. It's good to also know that late game efficiencies have helped you out, because I found my UPS gained a lot, the late game in the CK2, because got the better buildings, so I didn't need so many massive factories. I can just use like the advanced buildings from K2, which saves a lot of UPS. The UPS from other things not so great. Oh, why we got so many scraps here? Not good. I'm trying to get my first space elevator unlocked. I never got space elevators unlocked in SpaceX before. I'm not from just normal SpaceX. I need to get an orbit and give it the mod though. I might go rocket up myself. And then come back down. I think it's a good idea. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll go bring it a payload myself. Satellite needs upgrading too. Where's the satellite? I don't think you can see it. That rocket silo. Trees. I also have a mod for an advanced centrifuge that accepts extra modules. Makes my covert tritium loops a lot smaller. Yeah, that'd be pretty OP. Sounds great. I endorse. Alright, I'm gonna hop on this rocket here because it's already got. Well, it's not bringing the other things over, but we kind of stopped doing them. This is like a put up now some shit rocket, which is not really so useful. Valleys, what? Meteorites. Alright, let's go. I don't think it's any more OP than any other advanced K2 structure, maybe less OP than advanced chem plants. Damn, advanced chem plants are absurd. Yeah, advanced chem plants, you get an extra prod module, so they're literally, what, 33 or 25% better in productivity. And then their crafting speed is like, you know, 30 more or 25 more. Oh, we've got no, shit, we better go hop inside, oh! Do I have a module? Put it down here. I got no life support. I'm a bit silly. Here we go. Put a prop mod in. And put an efficiency module here. Not that I need to. Because the I need the speed modules up here actually. 8 base craft speed. 2 extra prods than base chem. Oh, you got 2 extras. I have only 4 in my advanced chem in K2. You got 5? You got 5 slots. That's awesome. Alright, I might go make some speed 2s. Yeah, I thought it was 4 from 3. It's 1 more. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Right. So we're gonna get speed 2s up here. Enough of the stuff idling around. I'm gonna upgrade this to B2. Actually, let's borrow that. We'll go swap over speed 2s. Looking at my K2C map, vanilla chems have 3 slots and advanced chems have 4 slots. Yeah. But it could be in your one you got 5 though. I mean, speed 2? Oh, I'm gonna speed 3 even. I'm gonna go speed 1 and speed 3. What's the point of speed 2? Like a speed 3 factory. That's gonna cost a lot of power, but isn't that good? We got an extra prod now, so I'm happy about that. Power's not so happy though, so we'll upgrade this. We'll go make some prod mods here. The difference between industrial furnace and advanced furnace is significantly smaller than basic chem and advanced chem. You want to sleep? Like, alright, cool. Well, thanks again for the raid, Burger Fries. Really appreciate it. And I'll spot you on the flip side. Hope things are going well. Alright, I'm gonna make 10 of these. And then we're gonna go. I might as well go for speed 4, right? Why not? Why not? Let's go fast. Be lazy. Go for 4. So we already got the erudite up here and the machine learning data, so here we go. I don't think I need that many plates. That'll work. 120 though for one. It's quite a lot. Maybe it's worth doing the ingot thing here instead. I don't request the plates, I request have an ingot unloader or whatever. How's it going, E3 Jan? I haven't seen you around for a bit. What's happening? Having a good day? Oh, I don't think I move this over to here, I think. And is that gonna work? I need output to there. And input. Oh, I can input from here though. Yeah, it works. Hey, no, we're at speed 4. I can make some efficiencies. I don't know if we've got batteries up here. Oh, we do. Okay, we can do the efficiencies too then. So we do an unloader of erudite here. Here we go. Ingot unload. Erudite ingot less than 20. Like that. 19. Yeah, good night. Sipping the last of my scotch before I call it night. I had to migrate my sulfur to advanced chems into a different part of the base. Congestion was becoming a problem. Ooh. Advanced chems though. The day's going great. It's Monday night. I'm trying to get space elevators. That's the hardest part of my day. So it's pretty luxurious if you ask me. And I'm getting speed 4s. I might go for I was going to speed 3s here, but I was going to get speed 4s pretty quickly. Might make it another one. I'm going to just do S4 because I can't bother typing it in. Now they actually have one slot free for the efficiency module, but that's fine. Put the extra speed in here. So I'm gonna put the efficiency module in. Hang on, it's not got it. Why not? I thought I just saved it. Save. Yes. Click. Still not. What? Upgrade. Upgrade. And now it's working. That's weird. It was failing to change from speed 3 to 4 there. Anyway, we can put this efficiency module on here now. And so the power cost should be, it says plus 395% even with this efficiency 9 module, which is kind of crazy, but these cost 110% more each. But this is minus 1,000 though. How does that work? There isn't exactly much power spare, but maybe I can't afford it after all. I might actually have to go for more efficiency modules. Yeah. I might edit that. So we'll go for I think efficiency 3s will do. 3 or 2. I don't know the ratio. I assume a 9 with the 4 there should work out like that. Oh, did it steal my... Oh, it did. Less. Less. Let's do a special case. God, can't take this thing anywhere. Alright, let's go get some efficiency normal ones, so... So we get them here. We'll get this, get rid of that. That's 1, 3, this should work. So that's efficiency 2. That's efficiency 3. Yeah, I can live with that. We don't have any red chips available, but... So... I think we told them to do efficiency 3 in there, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, we can go back down now. We can go back down to Nauvis. I don't need to bring anything. I'll just dump these into a chest or something. No, I'm gonna keep that on me because it's gonna steal it otherwise. Cool. Alright, let's go back down. Are we ready to go up again? No, not ready. I was hoping my rocket beer will be ready for me to go, but I'm not quite ready yet. Why is it disabled? Oh, low fuel. I need 10 rocket fuel. I might carry 20 around. It's got a good minimum. Well, we've got none on me. Why is there no rocket fuel on my network? Do I not see any up here anymore? I thought we delivered rocket fuel up to orbit. Must have got low. It's only seeing heaps of it up here. A little bit lost. I think it's going to me. Yeah, it has. Okay, now we go down. Yay! So we managed to put the efficiency 9 and prod 9 in. I need my rocket to rebuild some more so we get some more. So I probably can work on red chips again. I must have got those capsules from the rocket when it got up there. Now I think only can load from these, eh? It's got no other way of getting fueled up. It's probably gonna change that. Need a requester here. It's getting all its captures from this thing here, which is very slow. So we need cargo sections. Well, I can only do 48, so I'll request 48, but and it's which one is it, that one? I do 110, but I don't really need to do that. I might do Might leave it at 100. That was, oh, no, I'll keep it on 110. That's not my exploration thing. So when I do explore somewhere, I've got some capsules spare. But I did get some science into the cargo sections now, so I get some more back. Does it get 40 plus or minus 10 back now? Which is not too bad. What was this? No, sections. The, production up here is not the best with the red chips. I might stop this rocket setting red chips up. Previously it was, I mean, it was fine, but now I got this one going up as well. I haven't added it to the logic yet though, because it was fine, but I think it's going to be needed. I think now it's just going to run out of red chips again, and then we'll stop getting blank data cards. Oh, we got 500 though, we're doing alright. And we only set 500, so... Why does it keep going to 2000? I've run out of red chips already, damn. So we're already on recycling, I imagine. Got none available. Oh, you're gonna start getting rid of the junk cards too. I'm gonna break them down to scrapping. I think I'm gonna put them into this belt here. Probably here. I'm sure I can fit in there though. Might have to be further in. Might just put it up here. How's this go anyway? No heavy oil. No fluid. Why have I got no heavy oil barrels? What's happened to that? We got heavy oil there. No, we've run out. Oh wow, okay. What about this heavy oil? Has this got heavy oil down here? Okay, we're heavy oil on this chest here, but it's not getting put into another chest, so I might do something about that. Kind of sucks we've run out of orbital heavy oil, but that's fine. I mean, we do have... I've got like contaminated biosludge, contaminated cosmic water. Got a bit of oil here. Should we export this stuff back and then put it into a barrel? Right here. How do I get it back there though? I think this can go over. No, it's not long enough. Shit, I'm not sure. I could get rid of this one. And then it'll work. I think we can just wiggle past though. It's gonna be a bit sad. Like right there. Oh, that's not gonna work. That would work there. Alright, let's fill the heavy oil barrels. And we should get it. Hook it back into network. Gotta get the barrels, we don't need that many. This requires too much. That should get this recycling in. Right, now we do the scrap. So we need a scrapper here for the broken data cards. We've been dealing with them. And also we used up all the ore sitting up here too. That's good. There you go. 6,000 broken data cards to use. And let's switch over to efficiency. And this will go again, so we get fluids. Not that we were low, but actually we were low. So it's actually very important to keep this going. The problem is actually that I think now it's sent enough up, but we weren't exporting it, so that broken research for this. Basically ran out of this cold thermofluid. I think these other sciences are fine. And we could start to do some solar panel production up here. Got this science here for this one. And I think we've got a bunch of normal solars. Well, 400 is not many. It's some. I think even on these big buildings though. Doesn't fit there, that sucks. Let's be here. Would I move like parallel to that? Maybe, I don't know. Gotta make sure I don't jam things in too much, otherwise things will not work. There's gonna be these flat solars. I think they're still quite a lot better than these. Yeah. Actually they're like, what, 7 times better? So I definitely should have got this going a while ago. 100 I think. Cool. Oh. Might want to make it... Well, it's probably fine actually. I think this building outputs the... It is on iridium already, this thing. We switch this over to the better recipe. That's fine. Alright, we're getting rid of the broken data cards finally. So probably... I might move this out of the way again. I'll put this panel back where it was. Actually, not there. There we go. Put my panel back that I lost. Let me make them. I made 16 already. Oh wow. So fast. They're coming to get you? Do you hear the sirens, do you? Oh, I got some orange in my stream settings. What's that going on? Stats. That bitrate went way down. No miss frames though, so that's alright. Yeah, I've got my window open, it's quite hot. So I can hear the street traffic and stuff. I don't have aircon. No aircon in my apartment. But yeah, they're coming to get someone up the road. Oh, these aren't even powered. What was I thinking? Alright, let's go rip down some of these shitters. Put some nice ones in. We got the nice blue solar panels now. Hey, what are you doing there? Get. These look nice, these blues, eh? Nice panels. Oh, look at that power, way better already. Way better. 7 times better, it's crazy good. Three panels, that's a bit sad. Yeah, a lot of this real estate, I can't even use the panels. And they're not even like, I just sort of was min-maxing my limited real estate of scaffold. I didn't really make much. So I was just dumping in panels, you know, for each section I made. I was like, alright, what's the panels needed for this section? And dump them in. Kind of worked though. Wasn't the best layout or anything, but worked out alright. And got me the power I needed. Now we go to nicer power. We got some holes though. Must be getting hit by rocks up here. The holes punch straight through now. They don't rebuild for some reason. I don't understand that part, but. Let me build. What are my bots doing? Are they getting damaged? What? Oh. I guess we got 200 bots in use up here now. Be mindful not to have too much going. So we got 4,000 there. This. I think this prod boost I got will really help out. I should go to another thing now. I think that was enough boosting power. Have a good day, Sandstorm. Are you kicking the sleep demons? Demons. I mean, I can always do some AI art for you of your sleep demons. Just for fun. And you can put them on your wall as a poster. Sleep demon poster. I thought you were having sleep problems. Am I incorrect? No, if we're now mirrors. I feel like shit. Oh. That sucks. No. Where's the invisible shit? Invisible, visible. We got surplus blank data cards though, but no red chips. So no. Well, actually we got data. No, we were fine. And this has gone. What's it ended up at? 275% power consumption max, which is probably fine. That's horrible. It says minus 325% energy consumption though, but it's still positive here. I guess this prod mod is quite crazy, 200%. And these are each 80%. Oh, they're 80%. Wow. 8 times 5 is 400. That's 600 power percent. This is minus 1,000 though, so shouldn't it be negative? I suppose this is incorrect, eh? I think this should be. It says minus 325%. Ah, because it's only 0.5% distribution. That's right. And of course you have 275% left over. Yeah, okay. It does perfectly add up. Okay. So we haven't built this thing yet. 2 to go. Oh, so close. So close. Where are we going? We're going to go to Factorio or Karura. I might do a load and save, whichever one's prod. I'll keep that save. So we'll go to Factorio. or aura? Whatever. Why is it not showing me the location? What? Why is it? What? Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, we got it right. Sorted. Okay. Right, let's do another T. Yeah, it's on board. Let's go take on more biters and see if I can survive. In theory, they should be. Well, they might have. Oh, these ones might be generated better though. I think once they hit the 90% evolution, it goes to shit. Alright, where's this temple at, buddy? Buddy boy? Oh wow, that's quite far, isn't it? Let's fly over. Buddy boy! I'd love it if you found like a random stuff on the surface, like ruins and stuff. I hope they add that. I was gonna do it for my own thing, but I don't know how to do it. But I think it'd be quite fun though. Getting blueprints to ruins. Do TNTT. Alright. I didn't heal up to full health. I'm a bit sad, aren't I? Oh no. There's so many at the door. Oh, well, I can stand way back and do just to stand here. Oh, they're coming. Oh, we're doomed. Got cocky. What is it? The fish C9. They have no idea what zapped them. Ah, they do. Yeah, I think it was like in a perfect spot. So they... Oh, we're going to Karura instead this time. Oh, I missed the rocket. Alright, I'm so slow. I thought I was already on board. I thought I was on board. I was staying by the side, watching the rocket go away. Come back to me, rocket! Wait for me! Wait for me! Oh wait, you left the whole planet without me. Oh, okay. Fine. One job. One job. One job. My science is dog shit though. But I guess 2000 science when I was only doing like 60 or 100 before. That's quite a lot. It's not like you have to pilot or serve through. You just have to get in and sit. Yeah, no, I just got a sitting job. Oh, this planet's got a lot of biters. This is gonna be interesting. Alright. So Aurora. Holy shit, that's a long way south. No, let's go. Like how far you get to go, eh? It's like there's a lot of there's a lot of erudite. Aurora's lava, yeah. I got rocket fuel though. I don't mind. I actually like the volcanic planets now, I'm decided. They're not ones with biters, like why are there biters on a volcano planet? That doesn't make sense to me. I thought they couldn't spawn there. I thought I need water. I've been tricked. It's a prod mod. I see it. Man, this is so much safer. Just stand around with a bloody lightning coming out of my hands. Thanks, buddy. How about that, eh? I mean, it goes through. That was like 20 or 30 rounds of this Tesla gun ammo, but I mean, what else are you gonna use it for? You're disappointed? Oh, mate. I'm excited. I should have done this 30 hours ago, though. That's what I'm disappointed about. But I didn't have the spare cargo sections to waste it. So. Oh, the screenshot. That's a good point. Oh well. We're never there. Never happened. Alright, let's go back to nauvis orbit. And give it some goodies. Yeah, where was the autosave? As I was landing, right? Yeah. I got denied. The capital denied. Alright, let's go back to orbit. This one's fine. And we'll give this to my space exploration, space elevated research. Now I could go to the other one and go grab the efficiency module, but it's less priority, and I don't even know what the agneya one is. I think it's efficiency as well. Well, I got 45 things dying. I'm suffocating too. Yeah, fine. I don't know. I don't like suffocating. You know, I'm not really keen on that. So I got 72% productivity. Now. I wouldn't mind getting prod 4s, to be honest. I'm kind of keen to go to a bio world and go grab them. Cause it's kind of easy to craft. I mean, I could even go to a better world. Actually, what I'm gonna do a bit of a browsing. Even that, like, drastically reduced the amount of science I need. I went from 6 times 8 is 48%. To 72%. So, yeah. Good increase. But, in my star system, I don't really know where the good fighter is anyway. I mean, the ones that say bite meteorites, I don't know, it might be one. This one's the primary, and it's waterless. Waterless bite meteorite vitamin. That's horrible, man. Man, that's rough. I mean, the threat's only 10% initially, but that's pretty rough. The radius is only 1,000 though, so you could just go there and protect it. Defenses and stuff. Now, this one's not waterless, it's a primary vitamin lunge. So that's probably the good one you want. It's a bit bigger though, and threat's a lot higher. Do we do delete service? Yeah, just delete it, we don't care. Zerbs, do we delete that too? Hater, and then you got my Coronet World, you got Gapleon, Woodless. So looks like I got 2 in my system. One Woodless, one not, so both kind of next to each other though. One's Andragora and one's S-Tray? I don't know, I can't even say that. Ostray? I think it's called Ostray. Yeah, this one's probably one that you want to do properly. But this one, like, you can probably do is, you know, you take it and you don't, like, You just don't care if it's by mirror. It's like this world looks kind of frozen anyway. What's going on here? Where's the edge of the world? Oh, there's the edge. There's no water at all, is there? So it's kind of flat. Kind of flat. 19 mil patches. Like, I could just send a rocket over here, start mining this, bring it back, and make prod 4 modules just for research. I got for orbit for nauvis. I mean, what's prod 5 need? Is it worth? I probably want a proper base though, eh? That's prod 4. That's prod 5. That's bioscrubber, which is also just vitamelange. And then this one is vitalate, which is vitamelange. It's all vitamelange, eh? All the way. Oxy is vitamelange. The self-healing, I think, is a little bit mixed with other things. And then prod 9's like totally mixed. That's Deep Space catalog, so it gets like all the goodies. But this whole thing up to 8 is just bio stuff. This self-healing gel though, that's actually surprisingly easy to get that. Methane gas you kind of get from the byproduct of the vitalic reagent production chain. So it's not too bad. It could be worse. This one here, the epoxy, that's also pretty easy. This one here is vulcanite, I guess. That's not hard. Always wonder about this. Is the biosludge from vitamelange worth it? Do you ever get enough biosludge where you want to do that? It was like a lot of, like 26 vitamelange to make 10 cosmic water. It sounds like a lot. I mean, I guess though, if you say you had a space elevator above your vitamelange world, you have a train coming up to make an orbit, and you can have orbit biosludge and cosmic water from the vitamelange world. That'd make sense. It'd be like it's totally separate. I do want this for mining productivity as well, so I kind of do want to get this vitamelange going. I was hoping we'd find some biters here, but it does say it's only 7%, so seems to be a bit sad. Oh, there's oil here. I do like this world though. This has got massive patches of vitamelange. This is a great planet. You can park up a condenser turbine, nuclear reactor, some defense cannons, and you'll be away laughing. Yeah, got the goodies! Got all the goodies! Anyway, we're kind of stuck in Nauvis orbit right now. We could go to Valles. Do I want to go to Valles for any reason? I mean, I could just pop over here. Is there any reason I want to be here? Can I not do it remotely? Now I was going to set this thing up. The extra erudite production here, but I haven't got around to it. I built the building, or the infrastructure, but we didn't set it up. We had no sulfuric acid here. I was going to import the resources, or belt them, or train them. I was undecided. Otherwise I was going to move the pipe of crude over there to make it. We do have more core fragments. This planet's kind of good though. It's how many sent? 300 cannons there, 129 there, and we've got little bit spare. Why is it not going though? No red balls. Not on plastic looks like. The plastic production, I mean, we got quite a lot of red ball productions, so these ones are kind of fine, but I guess not all of them are keeping up. We did break this whole other one down here too, so it was not an efficient production chain. And all this is kind of, I mean, we didn't even prod mod this, but it's fine. This was burning all the power. Now I've got these ingot packers here. I think it seems to be working out okay. It's worked out quite good, this little battery. Oh, that's a big rock. It's fine. How's this all stealer? 2,000 steel ingots. Okay, we've got plenty. Oh yeah, I was going to splice them to here. I didn't get around to it. These are supposed to belt up to here to cut this off, but it's actually not moving anyway. Maybe they should be prod 3'd. Still got no prod 3s really. And my production is not so great for the red chips. These aren't even going because there's no green chips because of no copper. Well, that's kind of easy to solve. This is a splitting problem. This is an ingot unload problem. I'll just do this sort of trick. I really like this, so sort of add these in wherever I need extra resources. Just gotta make sure I request the right ingredients. Namely, ingots. Oh, I've run out of copper ingots, okay. The agneya, are you not seeing them? No, you got plenty. Plenty of capsules. Actually, capsule 78, it sounds a bit low. Might need another one of these. For nauvis. Because we got heaps of copper here. You know, this can go all the way down to here, I think. Here we go. Another cannon. Happy days. Now, the steel seems to be okay. I mean, the iron's all backed up. Oh, we're getting a bit flat on a pyroflux here, shit. Uh-oh. I mean, I didn't send too much. It's only supposed to... Oh, it's only based on that. Ah, oh, that's awkward. So I converted so much vulcanite block. Oh, we've got no vulcanite blocks either. We ran out of these? Oh no, a bit low, but we haven't run out. Okay, I know the problem is now fixing it's annoying. So this is supposed to always be empty. It's supposed to overflow and make rocket fuel, but it's filled up in rocket fuel. So it stopped making rocket fuel. So I can either just make more rocket fuel with that pyroflux. But I don't think it's a good idea. Plus we're browned out here somehow. Didn't know that had happened. When did that happen? My power plant stopped working? That's not fully working. That one's not fully working either. I guess because the power out makes it worse, right? Can't get to the end of the line because he's mined slower. Oh, they're not even getting efficiency moduled. Are they efficiency? No. But you. Yep. Yep. This one is a funny one, I kind of didn't set up correctly. These are my enriched vulcanite that I was supposed to make a proper vulcanite block production out here, but I just didn't get around to it. I got distracting. What the copper out here? Is this fish seed? It is. Okay, we need more power out here. We're trying to avoid making nuclear here, but probably should send a rocket of nuclear, but... Hey Mike, how's it going? Good tidings to you, kind sir. You got KOS rating you early today, that's pretty awesome. I could tell you were quite like, whoa, this is cool. Your voice changed. Like a genuine, sound like you're like a... Sound like you're a new streamer again or so. You got, like, woke up, it's like, wow. My idol rated me, it's awesome. I mean, I'm like that with anyone rating me because I'm still small. But, yeah, I haven't really heard that from you before. But they are pretty amazing on YouTube. They're pretty big. I've been watching them as well for like many years. But not like all their stuff, but you know, I've seen their stuff on and off. I'm pretty good, eh? I miss enjoying a Monday after work, sunny day, so went and had drinks after work in the sun. Finished work early. And I had a curry, had some more drinks, and then I was like, well, it's time to stream. So, here I am. Well, thanks for the gift sub, Efree Jan. Very kind of you. But yeah, I need more power, so... Where do I get power from? I'm going to burn some more vulcanite, that's my goal. Where's the best patch to burn? Burn it all, I say. I mean, I'm too lazy to send a rocket of a nuclear power plant here. But that's what I was going to do. So I'm just going to find a patch to burn. I mean, that one out there is not too bad. It's got a holmanite patch next door. What? How's that only 1.5 million iron ore? And that's 6 million. That's like huge patch size. A bit bizarre. I think going this way because we've got the couple core miners too. So, looks like a good idea. Oh, you got the W, mate. Cool, cool. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I like my welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't even know where I got it from. I was like, I need a channel greeting when I start my stream. I was like, welcome, welcome. Welcome? Thinking Christian. Yeah, I need a thinking face there. I was gonna make some more emotes actually, but I didn't get around to it. I was like, that was my first play of AI art, and then using Photoshop myself, and I was gonna make some other ones, but I wanted to make an animated one, but I had no idea how to do it. Maybe a website or something. I don't got no money though, so I gotta do it myself. Ain't got no money. Got plenty of time. Yeah, I'm gonna get this vulcanite, I think. I'm gonna mine this patch out. First install the animations, then profit. Ah. We'll just wait for AI to do it for you. Well, AI won't do it for me. I think you still gotta direct it. You're basically a director with the AI now. Very curious situation. I think that one there is fine. Yeah. I'm having so much fun just playing around with AI art. Keeps me amused for most evenings. I just fire up my stable diffusion and start playing around with prompts. Change the models, do some upscaling, do some in-painting, do some like growing it in certain directions, finding new extensions to play around with. Then you got like all the stuff from ChatGPT, which like you can even write your own Factorio mod from ChatGPT. I'm like, what? No, that's crazy. So you just type, say, make me an underground train mod for Factorio, and ChatGPT spits out the code. So to be able to diagnose if it's actually good code or not, that's a bit tricky. And I'm like, okay. VS Code extension. Oh, nice. Yeah, I saw the VS Code extension for ChatGPT actually. There's like a bunch of there's not many programming ones so far, but I think if you know some programming, like it's probably good enough that you could diagnose the bad code to get it going. But it's good, probably give you enough of the groundwork to play with. That's how I look at it. It's like a good little test bed, really. I don't need that. That doesn't need to be there. I mean, I'm not a programmer, but I know, you know, the rough idea of what programming's all about. I'm very much a rough idea guy. It's about right. You can tell basically on how disorganized I am. If I'd done programming for 5 years, my factory layouts would be a lot more object orientated, I suspect. And blocks, nice square blocks, very organized. But my brain's all a bit haphazard. It's a bit too come and go, I guess. I keep thinking I'll do it better next time, so I just don't stick to the same pattern. I'm really liking these vulcanite mines though, for power. It's such a budget solution, but it's basically only using like real low tech iron to make all this. I think burner turbines are just iron. No, it's a little mixture actually. It's mostly iron, a little bit of copper, tiny bit of stone. But that should get my power plant back online, so that's what matters to me. Oh, so we made a new team, Mike. Assembly line or something. What's that about? Are you guys going to do some sort of event or something? Is that what it's for, or just because you like kind of some of the times you stream? Remind me like of Red Circuit, you know, that's the Euros one. I mean, I see the way of Twitch going more towards away from games over time and more to like normal TV. So it's more like talking about the gaming environment and other general commentary. I don't know how long games is going to be a thing as far as streaming goes. Maybe we'll keep on going. I mean, AI would be doing it before long, playing the games, and we just watch AI that randomly talks and interacts with us. But I think people like being part of a community though, so it's always going to be that. So anything that makes a community is going to be good. The four of us decide the first person to make partner makes a group for the rest of us. Oh, do you need to be a partner to be a group? Make a group. I don't know that. That makes more sense. You're the partner boss. But I imagine TX would have been partner by now. He's got crazy he gets like 200 views when he's doing Factorio, I think. I just got it. Oh, nice. Soon we'll be on the metaverse talking about normie friends. Metaverse, what a joke. I mean, basically, whatever is talked about in society around the peak of a technology era is always the joke, right? Like, I'm sure back in the 1980s, like, there's the 8-track tape or something. Like, everyone needs 8-track, and Betamax and VHSs. I mean, how long do those recording mediums last? Like, not long at all. They were just fads. I mean, no one wants to live their life online. They just do it because, you know, that's when you have to. That's what they'll do. It's like a resort. I have to resort to that, not because I want to do it. I would rather like engage in person if they can. But there's distance and other things, so it does limit what people can do. I can't fit this in here. We can do. We went down to here though. We do a non-standard. This one's like just out of range. Let's put it there. That'll be fine. So now you and TX got it. So I thought Dams would have it by now as well, but she streams a lot of games that aren't as popular for her as Factorio is. Like, so would it lower averages down? I think she put like 50 average or something for the game FPS games, but then like over 100 or around 100 for Factorio. And I think Cyclo is getting up near 50, 60 quite consistently recently. Millennia stock variety just to grind out the requirements. Well, you know, yes, you gotta do that, eh? Like, it's a whole utility thing. Unlocking more utility. I find there's a massive thing in my life is the more options you have, usually the better off it is. So it's like a whole utility thing. You got it forever. Ever and ever. Might need more grinding? I don't know what's going on here. Maybe I don't burn it. Maybe I crush them. Maybe do this setup instead. I mean, I don't need to technically burn this straight in. It's a bit wasteful, but there's so many patches like this. Like, who cares a shit, right? This burn all day long. Eventually, I'll swap it over to proper power. But my science is really bad. I'm really low on red chips. Actually, we've run out again. So we've still got the blank data cards, so we still will get science. But the astronomic here has been quite slow. Done like a real nothing base this time. Like, I'm 75 hours in, so it's quite quick for me. And I'm trying to unlock the most utility in my playstyle. So once you get this space elevator, I can start making trains up here to move fluids, and then shut down all the delivery cannons for barrels. Probably do trains for like all the items as well. Probably don't need rockets at all. Well, I planned on moving to, but if I'm gonna bypass rockets and go straight to elevator, there's no need for rockets to leave nauvis. So the whole point of moving off nauvis, I thought, was to avoid biters and to reduce rocket fuel. But my nauvis is just fine. I mean, I'm barely using. It's just I've just got like real minimal layout. This is just the original base, and this is just project power of artillery. So the biters aren't a problem. There's no like massive walls of lasers or anything. It's just like little prongs like this. of artillery, and the biters don't seem to give a shit because the pollution's so low. And it's not going to grow either because I'm building everything on other worlds. Smaller planet, less spiders, potentially spot attrition, closer center highway. Yeah, so what I'm trying to do is I'm just kind of leaving nauvis as it is. I'm not really building more, but it's sort of like a it's kind of like a delivery cannon waypoint currently. I send all my more refined stuff through here just to speed up what it currently does, like for doing the 2 rocket silos, but and still send delivery cannons. But I'm trying to build all my stuff on these other planets. Like this volcanic planet, I want to build a massive base here. So I keep expanding this volcanic world. And the oil world has already got quite a big base, very bigger than nauvis as well. And the oil, also the coronite world is also probably about the same as nauvis. So basically all my worlds are about the same size as nauvis already, but they've got no biters on those other 3. This one's a good candidate for a more primary world. It's got water and it's quite far out. It's out beyond the asteroid belt, which I think is important. They're using spaceships. Going through there every time is kind of annoying. The next best would be Cornetto or Mordiggan as far as planets go, because this is what biter meteor is though. And this one, well, this one could work because it's oil. It's decent. It's got 3% threat, so I could probably wipe the biters out pretty easy. But near the edge of the solar system is probably where I'd go if I didn't really care about you know, local power or something. But I'm not going to move my whole orbit base. Now this orbit will stay there. I'll keep making all my science up here. This is a logistics thing, right? So, I guess this really depends on routing of resources. And once I get spaceships and stuff, it's more the edge of the star systems where you want stuff, right? These need enough power out there. Need that power. I might go trim this stuff. We need all this extra resource. That's very fine. My poor bots. Scaffold, 7,000. Oh, we're getting there. I'm still making scaffold. I'm trying to be like pretty hoardery though. I'm not like, I don't want to waste resources on it. We just got my first 2 prod 9s. Now what I'm thinking of doing, because I know how this works, is going to another star system and collecting its prod 9 from the innermost planet. Bit cheaty. Well, no, it's cheaty. It is a game, part of the game. But I don't know whether you can go home with your capsule from another star system. Can you like emergency home nauvis if you're in another star system? It says not, or they're not fit for cargo transport on this trail, but can I emergency burn from another star system? I don't know. I want to find out though. I'll leave the prod mod up here. Actually, no, we don't need the prod mod up here. No, we probably would use it in the future. I have no clue, but I wager another star system qualifies as long distance travel. Yeah, that's what I thought, but I think this is like more of a guide of what to do. So I don't know. We've still got no energy science. We're not. Are we using? Oh, we are doing energy science. Oh, what's wrong with my energy science? What do I do wrong with it? I mean, Looks like it's going okay. Oh, we ran out of, no, we got iridium. Iridium? It's just slow. 192 there. No, nothing data, that's all. Little factory here just sucks. Really slow. Only one way to find it for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna try it out for sure. Let's go back home. We don't need to be up here. But yeah, I wouldn't mind having a home on a Vitaminage world, to be honest. I reckon it'd be the best home. I reckon it'd be surprisingly safe. It'd be good productivity. Make all your productivity there on site. Alright. Oh, you made this new... Oh, it's a steel. Hmm. It's spliced in, glass is spliced in. Not all going though, but I think it's all blocked up. And that's making plenty for the rocket, which is not getting enough capsules. Oh, that's nice. They're actually obeying my disabled behavior. Which means they're never going to go anywhere. But this is going, but it looks like plastic's a bit slow. And these haven't got no prod mods either. I'm avoiding prod mods at this point. I'm trying to just rely on infinite and get some science, but I maybe have to switch this back. This petroleum gas, but on the sad side, we're actually a bit low on build there. Go into my oil. I put these modules down, but really, what's the speed up of it? 30% on them? Hmm. We did a lot of fields like that. They're kind of sad though, they don't really make much by resource. They're quite, bare bones. I think they've all run out though. They're all running on the, minimal amount of oil. We could get more patches. We've got patches there. Go turn this stuff off so we can see. We got there, we got there. Plus we got all of the other planet. Got heaps. We got a nest there. Oh no, I haven't. Yeah, I could easily expand to get some more fields. This field here is kind of viable. Put it inside my cover. Actually, I'm going to do that right now. That's an easy remote job. Just go and be lazy about this. Is that all of them? I think so. It's always hard to tell. I always find connecting them up a bit funky, but I guess it's not the end of the world. Like a little bit of drawing, but my hand's not steady. You'll see this 5 times before, but there we go. Oh, freeze. Yeah. Substations. Dum, 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 dum. Big power pole. Airports. And beacons. Mm, mm. Is that right? Oh yeah, it's fine. Cool. And then we just pipe it south. I mean, I could do a train line for this, but I've got train line to the south of this. And so it's just as easy just to do this. There's a train line. There we go. Might want to add a pump here though. Maybe a storage tank. And a power pole. Cool. A little bit of oil. I mean, it's all an infinite oil anyway, and I've got this coal patch I was meant to hook up, but I haven't got around to it. I kind of got that set up a while ago, but distractions. I think that oil there's probably worth getting as well if I'm going to go up here. So, we look at coverage. This area here needs claiming. So I just need to put some roports up. Very close enough. Right on top of it, eh? Yeah. Okay, no, the butter's there gonna kill me, so I have to do some manual butter removal. Only 2 shots. Just that my butters. Probably the worms too actually, because the butters will my bots will fly over here. They'll get killed. They'll suck. Deal with that. They'll go run away. They won't come back. They'll stay clear of me. It's fine. I really like the flickering on the tree actually. It's quite a nice thing. Alright, I don't think I'll recolonize that before I get out to here. This patch, and then the diagonal won't be. Well, maybe that one's gonna be trouble too. Yeah. Poor butters. But, you know. There we go. They gonna attack me? Oh, they are. I didn't like that. Oh. Well, we should better get out to here and then, we'll go put up one of those defenses, these things. What are they doing? I go across the swamp. Yeah, okay. Good on you, buddies. We'll run the oil patch. We'll put it right. Yeah. Where's the oil start? Not there, eh? So. I'm gonna get tacked on that patch. I think that'll do. That should claim this whole area here. And yeah, this oil is probably gonna pump down just fine. So that's 38k. Is that connected? It must be, eh? So didn't build out there for some reason. It's mostly built. So you get those efficiency and speed modules out. A sad oil situation. Pretty much just going to infinite oil. 400% patches. I mean, we've got heaps on Veles. We're not really pumping elsewhere. We haven't got rockets set up for this yet. We've really focused on erudite production, but that's kind of slowed down I think a little bit because the vulcanite's got low. I gotta fix this vulcanite problem as well. I've changed my mind on this. I'm gonna, rather than burn it all, so it's probably fine for now to burn it. But we need to start getting the enriched out and making little vulcanite factories in each place. So to make the vulcanite factory is kind of easy. Just this little thing here. This, and then this thing by itself. Now it does need a bit of water and gas, which is a little annoying. Such a tiny amount. So I'd have to like, if I do this on each patch, I can either send a train out to pick up vulcanite cubes and deliver the water and gas, or I'd send like the odd robot barrel over a long distance and hope it doesn't crash and die. So I've only got 277 bots, so it's not really a good amount. So trains probably make sense. This is the fact of setting them up. I do have a train line, one. This is for oil, but we can do more. I was setting this up before, but I got distracted. We're going to start doing rocket payloads from here, but we don't have the resources for it yet. We're going to make a lot more production. Kind of pretty minimal. That's like 10. Set filters. Yeah, that's very fine for a blueprint. I think that's not gonna change from that. So I probably should take off this setting so I can blueprint it. Yeah. And this green wire doesn't reach. Alright. And then we go back to Nauvis and see if we can get my rocket to go to another star system. So I could go here, make some more stuff, but it might be faster making it here than remotely with train tracks. Train tracks are really bad for robots to make. They're real slow. This planet's great. I mean, that's the radius. It's got some great resources. I can develop this crazy amounts. Wish I had bigger uranium. A tiny uranium. Should get some big oil patches here. But moving oil around is kind of fiddly. What's prod 3? Do I prod 3 here? No. We could definitely make prod 3s here. Because they got vulcanite blocks on the site, so this should be prod 3. Make more efficient vulcanite and ship it around my empire. I need to get this as a nice blueprint though. It's kind of I didn't fix the pyroflux either, so this is actually flooded still. Yeah. It's supposed to not backfill. This thing is supposed to be just for... How's it setting up? Oh, I do use it out there too, which is... This bit here needs to be limited. So we shouldn't... Very pump this is greater than 3,000. Send it up this way. This one's like 10,000. I'll probably change it to 20,000. Let's grab a different number, we'll go up here. Because I think we got too much pyroflux. We made too much from the vulcanite blocks. I was kind of trying to make sure my ingots were created, but then I kind of saturated it. Where's my bots? Can you guys build for me? Please. Pretty please. Do we even have pumps here? Maybe I don't. I got 22 pumps. I got distracted. Okay, okay. Here you go. Here you go, buddy. It's okay. Alright. Pyro. Operator. Then, 7,000. Doesn't really matter what the number is. Alright, let's just get it out. So technically these ones come in here too. This is badly set up. Basically this pipe here. This should be up here actually. Then this should be feeding above, so I'm gonna fix this. I mean it's gonna try to get out of here, but it can't. At least it keeps this orb flowing from this one. But these are the major, these are the important ones. They come out here. Now unless I change it so this come out this side and come into these tanks instead. I think the point of this is, I think I've screwed this actually. I need a bit of loop for the pyroflux. For now I can just build some tanks and not think about it for a while. Just gonna make sure I turn this off. It's supposed to pump if we've got more than 40 barrels, which is fine. For some reason the number's gone down. Oh, we need another condition. That's all. Do another pump afterwards with another condition. As long as well, if it's greater than 10,000 here, I guess. Oh, we pump? No, we don't. And they should not input if this is at 10,000 or 9,000, whatever. So logic. If pyroflux greater than 10,000. So it's two conditions now, two pumps. And I'm going to add some more storage buoy. Probably the best spot there. And we can start making so much. So this is going to be turned off. This is going to be turned off. So now it's greater than 10k outputs there. Ah, no. How to make sure it doesn't keep making it though? But say if I say this one here is enabled of this is less than or equal to 10k maybe. But will it stop exactly less than or equal to 10k? Why is it going? Those are 9k. Oh, we kind of... That worked quick. Wow. Okay, that's fine. Maybe we crafted here anyway. 36,000. That's a lot. More than I thought. I've been busy making the old pyroflux. With my steely boys and my molten iron goblins. We got red chips here too, don't we? Anyway, we need to get this factory going in multiple places. I kind of like this little loop I made. I'm not sure how cut and pasteable it is though. I have to think about this. Will this work? Where do I put it to play around with it? I mean, I can just use it from this, right? Really, this is sort of what you do in a blueprint. Tarn has been damaged? Why? There's a coal patch and it's... Oh, the coal patch is kind of running down, isn't it? This one here, I definitely want to hook into this. But I'm going to design it closer to home so I can actually see what happens. We'll go put this down here just to play with. We're going to play with it. Yeah? Over here is fine. Hey, Dave man. How you doing, man? Got the old bonk. DZ bonk. D bonker. You're bonkers. Bonkers, bonkers, bonkers. How you doing, man? How's chat plays Dwarf Fortress? Is it fun? Is it worth doing? I mean, I looked at that and I think I typed in a command, it didn't work, and I was like, nah. And then Fear the Penguin was like, oh, do you want to be named a dwarf? And I was like, I don't know. And then he named me a dwarf. And now I'm a dwarf in that game. I guess I did spend many hundreds of hours playing Chat Plays Factorio for that channel. It's gone now. I'm like, oh. Everything changes. Alright, let's go make another one of these. I think that's fine, like there's nothing fancy about this. This is just a basic mining situation. And the idea is that whatever comes off the end of this should actually go to a power plant. Which I don't know where it will be, but it could just go straight down. I mean, power's not too bad. Now I do have a lot of oil here from the water ice, so I could actually be doing if I start making denser turbines on this planet, I can probably make its own nuclear power plant. Probably should copy that from nauvis. Is this working? It is. Okay, that's nice. Oh, that's going too, and it's actually already dealt with all the biters. It's fired 51 kills, so it must be wiping out the biters up here. Are we out of range in that corner? Wow. Wow, sorry guys, you're not allowed to live in this corner. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry, but, you know. It's rain hell on you boys and girls. Rain hell. I mean, these other ones are still alive, but, oh, I missed the excitement. I missed it all. Oh. Here we go, we got them. Got them good. Alright, how's the oil patch here? Gonna hook it up, I think. I don't really need it, but I think I do need it actually. This one should have a train. This is really, really lazy. I mean, I can't even see where these bloody patches are, so I'm like, yeah, I'll just drag my mouse like I'm painting. We'll get him. We'll get him good. Oh, look at this wonk. Wonky boys. Wonky boys. Wonky, wonky, wonky boys. It's funny, the other night I was watching Factorio and I see this loud thud against my window. And I looked out and I was like, I couldn't see anything. And in the morning I looked and it's like someone's vape had falling from like apartments above me. I was like, what the hell? Man, someone's dangerously vaping up there. Can they vape in my courtyard? I don't know. What are they doing? Maybe they went vaping, maybe they're doing something else. Who knows? All a mystery. All a mystery, doesn't really matter. Power, 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 go with the power. And then we can hook the white pipes up. And do we go straight down? No, we're gonna wiggle it, don't we? Shit. Oh, that's gonna be awkward. There's a velvet wiggle. And then we're gonna, once we get a range of the rope warps, which is, that's quite far actually. What just lose? In there, they got my 2 lasers I built in here. Oh, you're gonna be shitting me. Why do they take my train station? You guys are rude, man. They're gonna stop. I'll get those ones. Get that one. Wait for these guys to hit lasers, I think. Oh look, they walked on to where I'm gonna shoot them. Come on, come on, stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there. Stay there. Come on, stay there. Yeah, I got your attention, buddy. Looks like one got away. Oh, he got hit. Alright, we're alright. Man, that's so rude. I put 2 lasers down just to get their attention. And they decided to come in here. I don't even know where they came from. And I can just put down another one of these. It's not a problem. It's just I don't want to waste waste resources when I don't have to. It's just a nice an oil setup. I guess that'll do. I'll do it like there. So they start taking these, and these lasers will definitely be on their face, right? The second time they've gone here. I don't know where they came from though. Where are they taken from? Are they back here or something? Did they just colonize that area or what? What have they done? They got like a secret attack. They like secretly colonize behind my front lines. So I do have like gaps back here, right? So I can if they got back here, I wouldn't be able to do anything about them. I mean, they could be going from here and running like that. I don't think they got pollution. No pollution here. Very tiny. Don't know where they're coming from. Oh, doesn't matter. Let's go back to agneya and we'll work on making things better. I'm trying more vulcanite production. I think this basic setup is actually quite fine. It's not a very good fast one, but it's does the job, you know. Does the job. So you just do that. That's vulcanite. I'm just gonna split off stone. What's the next one gonna be? That's the oh, get rid of that pollution. Just that one there, hey, that's the only one we got. Yeah. I guess I'll do footer off for this thing. Gotta make sure this outer loop gets it. Just maybe this sort of thing here needed. A bit wiggly wobbly. Oh, I've stuffed it up, haven't I? I put it too close. Shit. Shit. That's fine, we can just move it. Put it down here. And put that in here. Is that it? Is that it there? Like that? That seems a bit awfully convoluted. Like, very convoluted. Let's try to get tighter miniature vulcanite setup. That's really lazy. Ideally, I just have like that and that, and that's the vulcanite setup. Let's just put one of these in each patch of vulcanite, and a train can come pick them up. I think a nice blueprint for it. Sort of thing I probably should design offline, but yeah, it's fine. So input left should be enriched. And power poles. Oh, where's this? Oh yeah. Does need water. New gas as well. Alright, let's get the gas in first. So that's well, we haven't done it for that. I have to use the more one. I'll do it closer though. And these are going already. Right, that's pretty cool. We're gonna get a lot of stone from this, which is gonna be useful, I guess. Need to get into this belt here though somehow, which I don't think is that viable. It's kind of a bit tight. I don't think I can wiggle my way through there. That's a bit of a trick, bit of a trap. I think I have to go around the north and hop on down afterwards. Like that. That's wow, that's a major wiggle. Alright, we can do that. I mean, I don't really care about these belts being everywhere. Kind of like it. My masterpiece of spaghetti. Alright, there we go. Boom. Extra stone. I mean, I always need stone. I need the glass, so the more vulcanite I do, the more glass I get, so the more LDSs I get. Though, I thought I was going to get the beryl LDSs. I've got the aeroframe. Oh, was there an LDS I didn't research that I have available? I could get that quickly. Where is it? I thought we had it. There it is. Oh, that's down there. Oh. Oh, that's actually Astro 2. Maybe I should have got Astro 2 then. After all. This is like godly better than the other one. No copper at all. Which is a huge improvement. The space elevator. It is going better though since I got the prod mods. The extra prods has definitely helped. Now I wish I got that so many hours ago. But at least I got it now. But I can go to another star system. And that'd be fine too. So this is ready to go to another star system if I tell it to. We got rocket fuel for it. That's why I set this up originally, to go to another star system. Yeah, how's the rocket sections? Oh wow, it's actually ready to go. We got no farms with that. That's good. Just casually filling up with red chips. I've got plenty of light oil and gas. I thought we didn't have any. Now we got heaps of crude again. What the hell? Did that one... Well, I did set up 2 oils, I guess. I guess like one of these patches, like before they drain, is like 4 infinite patches. And these are only in like... Oh, it's not even set up. Why is that not... What? Why is this thing connected to all this and then not to these? So rude. Anyway, we didn't finish hooking this up. We got rudely distracted. Whoop, wrong keyboard. Are we in range of things? We are. Alright, where are we going? Straight south. I love this pipe shit, eh? Like, yeah, I could do trains, I could. I definitely could. This is how I treat now is no permanent infrastructure. This shit, I can rip it up. Rip it up. Here we go. Oh, we'll probably do the same thing again. We do the pump in into a storage tank. And pump out. Oh, that should help it out. And bot should build that fine. Might take a while to get there, but yeah, nice. Any other like footholds I want? I mean, how's that uranium going? Wait a minute, that's fine. Some decent patches actually on nauvis. More so than I remember in my first playthrough. Maybe they changed the seeding on how much resource you get. That iron ore patch is still going down quite quick. But it doesn't seem like it because the train station down here sort of, it's pretty barely going, right? It's like it's moving like really slowly. Real. But that's going into my old steel line, so that was another. I was meant to do that as ingots and it hadn't switched over yet. It's not the priority, but it seems the red chip thing I did made a big difference. These are all going quite good now. Oh, I didn't even set this up correctly. I got distracted. It's all filled up. Why is it so much better now? Oh yeah, 'cause I started buffering the ingots to nauvis. So these are better. Copper ingots. 57. Okay, we're good. We're looking good. We got. Oh, we don't have maxed out iron ingots now. We're actually using the iron ingots. That's curious. The iron's actually going down. We're like buffed up hard on that. Now we actually cores all. Well, this side's not gone. The other side's gone though. I guess we've been suffering for a while. We're making a lot of landfill though with this. 11,000 landfills from iron ore, which is a bit sad. Oriflex is going down slowly. Yeah, half of this not going is a bit stink. I really would like that iron ore to be used. I mean, we use it inefficiently here in, in steel furnaces too. That's my scrap. I'm making copper ore, which does not go anywhere. Okay, we've got a lot of scrap. Holy shit, how do we get so much scrap from this? I guess you get a lot of scrap from that. Not a good idea. Let's go put this in here somewhere. Shit. Quite a difficult location actually. I mean, I could feed it further out. But this belt's kind of already full. This copper's being spliced with ingots. I was going to make more of them too. I've got room out here. If you make more ingots. Anyway, we'll put this, I can't recycle, remove that, it sucks. We'll do that there, and then the iron can go somewhere else. I'm gonna get the iron out of here. Let's get into here. I really need this iron to get over to here somehow, but the way I've designed this is it needs to go left. And I could rip up some of this power plant. We don't need this corner here. Might as well, eh? Might as well. Actually, that's all we need to get rid of. We can get through. Funny that, eh? The old leapfrog. I'm not putting my belt through the power plant. It was Australia. Yeah, you're not an Aussie, Dave, man. Alright, output right. There we go. We're gonna flood this with iron ore. So we don't need enough production of iron ore actually. This thing steals so much for the thing. Glitch. What does that glitch thing even mean? I don't even understand the glitch thing. I saw the time suddenly and I'm like, oh man, I've spent 3 hours streaming, I got 18% research on elevators. Not going so well. I really thought I'd get more progress. I did manage to get a little more production going, but okay, this needs another injection of red chips. I might go. Might send a rocket up. I could send that one, which is kind of the generic rocket, or send the proper one up. Which is might have to stop seeing the red chips in this thing here. Might be about time to switch it off. We'll keep in the blue chips in this one, but there's this manual rocket will be switched over to all automatic rockets as I get better. Or just go straight to space elevator when I get this unlocked. I'm really minimizing use of rockets. Last time it was like all rockets. And a little bit of delivery cannons. Alright, I think we can launch this. But I really need to get the copper here going a bit better because this is going to flood the core mining slowly, I think. That seems to be not too bad. The excess stuff does flow through into here to use, even though this belt's mostly full. It's like a low version of it, which is it's okay. Yeah, these got ores now, so I think another one here. I need some power poles. There we go. Now this tree moved up a tile, right? Yeah. A little bit more production. This worked out quite well. For the tech cards. I think we got rid of the major hurdle was the red chips. We got that buffed up. We got a proper rocket that's doing red chips with starter cards. Did a little bit of work on agneya. I'm trying to migrate it to making new production. Looks like it's all set up. What needs is gas. Gas barrel. Bit sad, but yes. I mean, I can pipe this. I mean, where's the pipe? It's usually there, isn't it? I can pipe that. It's not far at all. But I guess I can have that for like a more of a print. In case we don't have it. So we get this set up before I forget, because probably like play a game like this is if you're in the middle of a task and you forget about it, you ain't gonna do it. It's gonna be very hard to remember you're gonna do it. Unless you do it like a to-do list, but I refuse to do to-do lists because in my personal experience, if I do something on a to-do list, it's because I don't want to do it. I mean, that's not why I do to-do lists. Most people do them for real reasons, but I kind of just don't do them at all. So we need water. We got a water thing here as well. Now we can actually move the water ice here, and that's fine. How'd this one get water anyway? Did we just pipe it from the water ice? I think so. Oh, we got this little thing. How about that? Okay, we can move some water ice over. That's not too hard. So. And inject water ice, please. And what's the limit on this? 100. Yeah, it's basically nothing, so it's like one bit of water ice, I think. We got no prod mods at all. What's going on there? I think we make prod 1s, but not prod 2s. Yeah. I don't know where we make those prod 1s. I had a vague recollection we made it new. It's one of them, but this one doesn't make it because there's no glass shows up. And the other one we made off the main line seemed to work because I got glass, but the glass line is empty. So that sucks. Now this is jammed up with other shit. What the hell have I done? I've flooded it with all sorts of crap. Oh no. Oh no. What have I done? I flooded it. I injected the wrong thing in it. Ah, that sucks. How do I do this? What have I done? Ah, it's the old side load. Oh my god. Bloody side loads, man. You just don't see them. You don't think about them. It's like not something. It's like something you want to turn off. It's not wanted. But these things loading to the side of this on accident. Oh my god. Done that many times. And this is back to front anyway, but there we go, it's my stone. There's not much stone, this mustn't have gone very far. Looks like I got way too much of this. Ah, it's all gone the wrong side of the belt. Shit. That's not clever. It's supposed to be on the other side of the belt, I think. So what I'll do is... Is that gonna work? I think so. That's roughly what I want to do. make it work correctly. Oh, Jimmy Jam for now, because we've got the water ice. 120? I don't think so. Maybe like 5? Alright, that's like a semi-compact. I mean, it'll make some vulcanite blocks. Won't make many, but I think it's a ratio, it's not too bad. Says it's... we're positive on that. 6.65 a second on that. Those are very negative on this though. And enriched. I think that's because of this thing here. This makes 2.4 per second and this needs 12.8. So really you need lots more of this per one of these. I mean this has got a speed modules too, so I can actually have like I think 5 sets of that for one of these. So I can just belt those enriched over really. And that'd be fine. It would be hunky dory. I'm getting a bit tired. I'm saying to yep. Alright, let's wrap it up. How do we wrap it up? What's I have to fix that later. That's a pain in the ass. And also next time I might try to go to another star system and see if we can get prod mods. I think that's a good idea. We're gonna raid someone who's around. Who's doing T-Hex is on. And Ole's on. I rated Ole because I haven't rated Ole recently. Rating some other players. Rated ECF Hobbit last night. Good old Seif is on too. Lots of Factorio streamers. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you later, Dave Man, Phil Dick. F3 Jan, thanks for the sub. Gift sub to Mike. And thanks for the follow, Hiseki. Oh, I typed in the wrong name. Shit. Pasted Factorio. I was supposed to copy Ole. Here we go. The wrong thing. And Ole. There we go. It's raid Ole. Nice. It's a good cheddar in Norway.